Oh, beautiful. So, I'm seeing people come on. Oh yeah, I'm starting to see people come on. Hi Alice, how are you? It's going good. Alright, so thank you for sitting around and waiting around for me. So, what's going to happen is from now on, that's going to be the case where at 5, I want to say you're sitting around and waiting for me on Tuesdays and Thursdays because that's when I do live streams and that's when I go to DMAC, which is a community college in Des Moines. And I come back here and I give a review over that particular day and what happened that day. I'm just going to start out this live stream with a song. And then once you hear the song, I will explain. Actually, I'll just do it right now. So Jessup Bonstetter, whom many of you know of, he came to my Menton before on January the 22nd. That was when Uranus went direct. And from that point to April 21st, all the planets are direct, so forward movement. Some will be in their shadow phases of their retrograde seasons. But anyway, since it's impossible to have all the planets not in shadow, which is the territory that the planet retrogrades in astrology. So you start out, the planet enters shadow, walks a path, backtracks, moves retrograde, back down that path, stations direct, walks further down that path, and then moves on. And then enters a new territory of shadow and repeats the same process sometimes later. Mercury retrogrades 3 times a year in one given element. So this year it's retrograding in the Earth signs. Venus goes retrograde every 18 months or so. Mars goes retrograde every 2 years. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto retrograde once a year for a huge period of time. And then the nodes of the moon are always moving backwards. They always move retrograde, or they wobble. They go direct and retrograde again. But mainly they do retrograde because now the North Node's in Taurus, the South Node's in Scorpio. In July next year, the North Node will enter Aries, the South Node will enter Scorpio. So we'll be dealing with that. So Aries comes before Taurus, and Libra comes before Scorpio. The sun's in those signs, for instance, prior to Scorpio and Taurus. So that's your little astrology lesson and tidbit there. I've given that tidbit, multiple times before. But anyway, what I want to do for you today is I want to play for you, and I just clicked on it, a song, a music video that Jessup Bonstetter was actually in. And he was just acting. He wasn't singing or speaking in this song. This is a music video. A friend of his made it, composed it, set it up, and created it. And he was one of the major roles. He played a major role in this music video. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat for you so that you can view this. And so put the link in the chat. I'm going to put the link to the video in the chat right there. And you can click on that link and view the video and see the images, because a music video, there's a video part to it where there's images and acting in motion, picture going on, and action going on in the video. so you can see the images and see what's going on as I'm playing the video. But here it is. The channel is called Maids, and the song is called Seashell. This is one of the songs I'm really planning upon putting on the album for Just Bonstetter, and it's both expressatory and expressatory at the same time, and I hope that you know what those words mean by now. Express means you're going with somebody. You're, I don't want to explain that, but this song could be, if there was a movie for this person, Jessup Bonstetter, that this song would play through the credits, because at the beginning of movies you see the credits with people's names and the directors and the producers and the actors and actresses, and then you have the title of the movie. So I could very well see the song playing as the beginning part of a movie, which could potentially be filmed for Jessup Bonstetter, and there could be another actor playing that role, and that's just an idea, and maybe in a net pine that I have to get forward. And I'm not going to say intense and pine on that yet, but that's just an idea that I shelved in my mind for making a movie over this person, his life, my experience with him, probably not my experience with his life, the life of Jessup Bonstetter. And I could also see the song that you're about to hear played in addition to the song Sky and Sand by Sarah Brightman. And I'm also going to be putting the link to that song. And maybe when you hear both songs, I'm not going to play Sky and Sand for all of you today, because I feel that that's kind of, I don't want to use the word maybe arbitrary to this, and I don't want to play anything that it feels like that. But you can hear the song on your own and hear the similarities. So, okay, here it is. Okay. So, let me just give you the link to the song here. This is the song. You can view that song here. So I should actually clarify. Okay, never mind. So the first link that you see is the song that we're about to hear, Seashell. So the top link is Seashell, if I'm getting that correct. And then the bottom link is Sky and Sand. Okay, so you can view those videos, you can click on it and figure out which link is which. And you can hear the similarities of Sky and Sand on your own. You can hear the song Sky and Sand by Sarah Brightman, that music video, and it's sort of a big... I should have put this is just a big nut from that. Let me just find the song and then save to watch later, or save to the playlist I made of this video, because I don't like clicking on links and having it show up as the video not being finished. I do not like videos that look half finished. So you should see a different video in that playlist now. And you can certainly hear the song Sky and Sand by Sarah Brightman, hear the similarities of the melody and the story in the song about a man or, a woman in love with a guy and, in their relationship together. And those are sort of what the two songs are about, in a way. I think Sky and Sand comes from the female perspective of a female's relationship with male. And then the song that we're about to hear, Seashell, which has Jessup acting in it, is from the perspective of a male and how he views a female in their relationship. And it's through a metaphor called seashells. And there's one line in the song that repeats itself over and over and over at one point in the song. And this music video that has Jessup in it that we're about to hear. Now, the other thing is that Jonathan Bessers, I said his name and it felt so, I didn't feel any hesitation. He was an American Lit teacher that I had when I was in my junior year of high school, who is in resemblance to Jessup, who has a YouTube channel, and he has made several music videos on that channel. And I'm also going to put that channel for you to see that both of them look similar. They're both English teachers. They teach writing. And both of them act in music videos, which are like pop music videos. So let me find the channel and my goodness. Okay, there it is. Let me just copy and paste the link to the channel of Jonathan Bessers, because you're going to find that he has several of the videos. A lot of the videos were music videos that he made, and that he was singing and playing guitar, and it was showing action and motion picture in this video. So there's a similarity there. There's that rope bridge. There's that resemblance between both of them, between Jessup and then Jonathan. So that's another thing that they have in common. But so anyway, I know what you're thinking. I really want to get to this music video. I want you to hear it because I'm planning upon including this in some way or another in the album for Jessup that I have planned to get published and produced out so that people in the Invented Realms can see it. And it may also have an accompaniment. So two songs sort of going, simultaneously in one song. Sky and Sand by Sarah Brightman. Sky and Sand, that's one song. And then this song, Seashell, both playing at the same time in different parts. So there's one part of the song playing Sky and Sand, and while that's going, the harmonies and melodies bridge and sort of come together in conjunct with Seashell, which we're about to hear. And if you've heard Sky and Sand like I have, if you've heard that song by Sarah Brightman, if you remember it, you'll probably hear similarities, and this song might ring a bell to Sarah Brightman and Sky and Sand. I'm assuming that none of you have heard Seashell, which is this music video that Jessup's in. But maybe you'll hear the similarities and the parallels and why I'm comparing the song to that song, and maybe you'll hear why it would make sense for Sky and Sand to play at the same time as Seashells in a part of, a song of that album for Jessup Monstetter. So this would mean that Seashells would be playing in one song, and in that same song you would have Sky and Sand playing in that song. So both of the songs playing together in one song. And I hope that you could hear, and you can do this on your own time, compare the similarities of these two songs and see why I would put them together, and maybe feel and understand and hear why I would put these two songs together based off of I would compare these two songs to one another based off of the melody and the lyrics and the message and story of the song. So, with that said, here is the music video just in it. It's called Seashell. Here we go, without further ado. This is the line that repeats itself over and over. This repeats itself over and over. 2018 or 2013? 2013. Intimacy, getting together with another person. Yeah, North Node Scorpio. North Node in Scorpio. Maybe you can hear why I would want to compare that song to Sky and Sand. So this has 2,655 views. It was published October 2nd, 2013. Directed by Justin Norman. Eric Allen. Seashell Tale is the name of the song. Lyrics by M. Ward. Music by Maids, starring you know who, Jessica Wonstetter. Danielle Krell, written by Maids, Eric Allen, Justin Norman, shot by Justin Norman, Eric Allen, Ty Leung, Tom Rapp, edited by Justin Norman, 2013, Maids. Yeah, okay. Maids, 124 subscribers, 58 likes. 12 comments. Okay. So, technically, what we decided to do today was we shared essays in class because I'm working on a personal narrative. I worked on a personal narrative over my experiences in the hospital 2021. That was really rough. Really was. So I wrote about that. Maybe I'll share that sometime, maybe. Although I just don't want to take extended time today and share it. I wrote that personal narrative. I presented it. I read it out loud. People also shared their essays, and then he sort of, people had numbers, and so he would just do a number generator, and you would have a number, and if your number got chosen, then you would read your essay aloud, and then between people reading essays, he would share either, a fact about him or a video, or he also had cookies that he brought into class and he sort of passed around to people to eat. And that was in between people sharing and reading their essays. In sociology, what basically occurred was the professor was talking about socialization, that we create society, but it also constructs us, and that while we have free will, we also have choices imposed upon us. That was basically that. And then in music fundamentals, it still is, the same old situation. He is still getting distracted, getting off topic, going on a tangent about various things about, cute girls and dating, his experience in college, and talking about, professors that give out a lot of homework, demanding professors, going on about that. But he was more focused today. And not only that, but I got more out of the class, and I also asked questions and was assertive about what I was confused on. And he did a better job of answering those questions that I had. And today we looked at intervals and key signatures today in music fundamentals. And we were just basically going through an assessment of just testing to see where people were and to see what people understood and knew and learned from the class so far. It was in a packet, which had, a bunch of papers in it and, exercises and identifying the key signatures, notes, flats, sharps, all those kind of things. The pitch range, those kind of things like that. Like this on the staff, it starts in C major or D major or F minor or something like that. That's what we did with the treble clef, bass clef, time signatures, the sharps, the flats, the notes, and that's what we did. So I know I didn't do a video for the general announcements for today, although I did put a post out on that channel, out on my Menton channel. You can go check out the assignment for today corresponding to today, or whatever. If there is an assignment, I can't remember. Please go watch that weekly announcement video if you haven't yet. Please go watch that, because I give that information of what's going on for this particular day. I did timestamp that for you to go in and see the timestamps and what's going on. If there is any assignment, then those instructions are on my page, my Menton page, so you can go check that out and find out what's going on there. And for those who will inquire, you had a rehearsal today, so that was good, and other announcements that I've spoken about in the past. The only other thing that I wanted to get to today is this is where it is a little bit more difficult to cross certain boundaries. The short answer is, I go to see a psychotherapist every 2 to 3 weeks to talk about what, some of the challenges of things are, and check in and, what's going on. Because I've been feeling down, depressed, guilty, insecure, and battling anxiety and uncertainty and addictive patterns of going and checking something when I shouldn't be, and I'm really working consciously on myself to get more normalized and have it consume less of my life. And so I don't think I have OCD. If I do, it's really mild and it's better than it was, and I'm really consciously working on myself to avoid that. But I'm going there, and this therapist, without going into too much detail, because this is where I have to draw lines, and I feel like I want to draw lines. She reminds me of, I feel like if I were to say in resemblance to, I would be talking about an Menton guest who came to the Menton. She reminds me of Maria DeSimone, looks like her, kind of sounds like her, was probably born in the same, a similar place, which is up northeast New Jersey. Similar accent, similar appearance, a slightly similar kind of personality. She also looks like and has sort of, similar qualities as Supernanny, Jo Frost. You can certainly check out her and what she does in her personality, and who she is. And what she does, well, Supernanny helps families, helps people, finds, issues, and wants to fix those issues and improves people's lives. And that is essentially what therapists do, is that they talk to people and want to help and offer solutions to help and add meaning to people's lives in the way of being someone to listen to and helping them through their own, stuff, through their own, issues and, this kind of things. So I thought that I would just mention that. But it is kind of like going to see a Supernanny in a way, particularly as I'm going down the highway and seeing all the houses. It does sort of remind me as if I am Supernanny riding in a cab going to one of the houses and visiting a family and helping that family, improve, and then, just leaving, going off and helping another family. So I sort of get that feeling like I am going to see a Supernanny in a way. And the houses in the town in West Des Moines certainly look like an area that Supernanny would go to in neighborhoods of houses that look like Supernanny would visit those houses and help people. Kind of looks like the neighborhoods as I'm going by, in the car. They look like houses in the Supernanny show with Joe Frost in it. So anyway, I thought I'd mention that. But anyway, that's essentially it. And all the other stuff I've mentioned. I mean, I don't have much else. So I thought I would show you that song. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This was shorter and sweeter than other meetings. That's probably how a lot of them are going to be. When Saturn goes into Pisces on March 7th, I will be getting outside, taking in the sunlight, getting walks, and I'm definitely helping my immune system as best I can, because Pisces rules the immune system of your body, and Saturn brings a focus to that, and you need to get better at this and improve this, become a master of this, and it represents challenges with these parts of the body that these signs roll over. So I mentioned that. Anyway, bye for now. I don't want to keep you any longer. Do your, stuff. Enjoy your day. Go to work if you have a shift, or, whatever your plans are and whatever you do in your life. So, yep. Bye for now, everyone. Catch you another time. The next time I'll catch you is tomorrow, when I at 10 o'clock in the morning, when I give my announcements. There will be an Invention meeting for that. So please come to the Invention room, because I will be giving the daily announcements for February 8th. Well, actually, I lied. I'm not going to do that. I'll just put a video out sometime in the day, and you'll get an email when I make that video and when I email it out to you, because I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, a cleaning, and hopefully there's no cavities. I just have this kind of terrible feeling that I may have a cavity or two. So, yeah, I don't know. I can only do the best I can. And when I brush, I do it twice a day, every single day. So you're obviously going to go through the motions when you do it. But anyway. So look for that video. I will send that video out through email to you to see. I'm also recording chapters of The Red Fern Grows. I recorded all those chapters of me reading it out loud. I'm basically sitting in front of this computer, looking at a PDF, recording a video, reading it out loud, and now I'm reading chapters aloud from Hatchet by Gary Paulson. So I'm going through all the books I didn't finish, finishing them up, cleaning up that karma, cleaning up those relationships, getting those books checked off the list. So I'll continue to do that, read through Hatchet today, a little couple, maybe 1 or 2 chapters from that, and then do the work I need for my classes. So that's basically it, besides family and everything else I need and want to do in my life. So that's it, everybody. Bye for now.